Alrighty, everybody, welcome on in. We are here on the February 10th. We have our brand new live patch for Heroes of the Storm. Let me actually boot up my game here really quickly as well, so we can look at stuff as we need to. So let's get into it. This is the live patch for Heroes of the Storm. So we had the PTR patch. We had a bunch of changes coming through. So let's see what changes between, because there is the note orange text indicates the change between PTR and live patch notes. I think my game's going to pop up here in a second, and then I just want to put this in front. But, quick navigation, we have general map updates, balance changes, that, and bug fixes. So let's get into it. New skin for Gul'dan. It is going to be using that shell shading art style. Not a new skin. I'm going to say this very clearly. It's not new. It's old skins that were never completed. They are being put into Heroes of the Storm. That's the big thing. It's not new. It's just something that was never finished, and they finally finished it and they put it in the game. So that's and Blizzard said this. This is not like me being like, "Oh, don't get your hopes up." No, this is the official statement of Blizzard. Just want people to understand that, because I think people see it and go, "New skin development, let's go!" We can dream, but let's be happy with what we get. All right, so it looks like this is going to be the same. All quests that can lose stacks will never cause the player to fall below the milestone thresholds. We know that, but it doesn't say it very well. Pinnacle rewards are now named Mythic rewards because it's Blizzard and it needs to be more mythic-y. I don't personally like it. You let me know in the comments below what you think of it. I think Pinnacle sounds better because, it's the top. You're finished. It's big. I don't know. The following summon units can now lose health each second. Creep Tumors, Demon Lieutenants, Demon Warriors, Gargantuan, Ghouls, Hydralisks, Roaches, Rocket Turrets, Rush Zombies, Scarabs, Treants, Ultralisk, and Water Elementals. Total health and duration of these summoned units have been adjusted to compensate for this. Structures now prioritize summon units when there are no remaining minions. Summon units no longer take half damage from structures. XP Globe pickup sound is now played when killing a minion that instantly yields experience. And updated home screen and startup music. And that is the home screen. It is going to be the Lunar event, right? I realize there's overlapping music, so let me just turn that off. Alright, so back into our patch notes. Map updates. Watchtowers will now reset to neutral after 45 seconds of not being occupied. Not crazy about that change, personally. I feel like they worked fine the way they were, but we'll see how that works out. Whatever Triglav bonus damage, that's gone. So Triglav, we'll just read the ones that are actually here. We don't need to try and read through that. Triglav Protector base attacks increase from 50% damage to structures to 100%. Triglav Protector base attacks damage increased from 155... or decreased from 155 to 130, and Triglav base attack scale increased from 25 to 50% with 2 players. The burn duration on Warhead Junction is now displayed on the structure, affected by a warhead. Balance updates. Let's get into it. We've got Azmodan, Globe of Annihilation. Q now deals 50% damage to non-heroes. Upon reaching 225 Annihilation, Globe of Annihilation no longer deals reduced damage to minions and mercenaries. A window to kill minions for Annihilation increased from 1.5 seconds to 3 seconds. That's humongous. Summon Demon Warrior W. Demon Warrior's damage increased from 32 to 53. Now deals double damage to minions and mercenaries. Demon Warriors no longer have a duration, but lose 26 health every second. Demon Warriors no longer have Immolation, and now has 2 charges. Oh, yeah, thank you, Zig. Level 1 for Azmodan. Wraith Rework now provides 1 stack for every 2 basic attacks hit against a structure or a hero. Level 7 Art of Chaos, extra annihilation amount reduced from 4 to 2. Bombardment amount, time bombardment lasts reduced from 4 to 3 seconds. Master of Destruction, amount of annihilation granted reduced from 2 to 1. British Vanguard, level 13, now slows the attack target by 30%. The attacked target by 30%. Hell Rift, level 16, bonus damage reduced from 75 to 35%. My Hell Rift. My Hell Rift is in the dumpster. But granted, you do have the other, damage bonuses that are going to be happening as well, so, You lose immolation. I don't know. I feel like poor Azmodan. Inescapable Annihilation level 20. New Globe of Annihilation has unlimited range. Pride moved to baseline now requires 450 stacks. Damage bonus increased from 125 to 150. So it's oh man, dude, Hell Rift was so good. Hell Rift had so many good crit kickers. Deathwing attack damage on the base decreased from 155 to 117. Form switch removed. Deathwing now switches form solely from landing. Molten Flame Q, base damage per second reduced from 21 to 19. Incinerate W, cooldown increased from 4 to 6 seconds. Energy cost increased from 20 to 30. Damage increased from 65 to 100. Lava Burst base, cast time reduced from 1 to 0.75 seconds. Cooldown increased from 6 to 9 seconds. Nice. Energy cost increased from 15 to 25. Explosion damage increased from 30 to 35. Explosion damage over time increased from 6 to 7. And slow increased from 35 to 45. The Onslaught. Bonus damage increased from 72 to 120. Damage increased from 38 to 60. Earth Shatter E. Projectile speed increased by 30%. Ooh, that's actually a pretty big buff right there, I'd say. I'm assuming it's the speed the lines come out. Cataclysm, new quest. Damage heroes with Molten Flame to gain 1 stack. Gain 50 stacks for killing a hero. Mythic reward. Upon reaching 2,000 stacks, Cataclysm now deals 2,500% damage to structures and minions. I am Cataclysm. Dragonflight Z, cooldown delay after taking damage increased from 4 to 6 seconds, and cooldown reduced from 45 to 15. So that's kind of the balance on the not being able to change forms without flying, so we'll see how that all works out. Dragon Soul Talent, level 1, healing increased from 75, 150 to 100 to 200, so a good 25 and 50 buff on those. Heat Wave level 4, damage over time increased from 6 to 9, damage over time stacks reduced from 4 to 3, and initial damage bonus increased from 125 to 150. The Firestorm for level 7, damage increased from 70 to 77. Landing delay reduction increased from 2 to 3 seconds. No longer reduces cooldown of dragon. Excuse me. No longer reduces cooldown of Dragonflight. Level 13, Fire and Fury, bonus damage increased from 30 to 40. 30% to 40%, sorry. Moving on into Falstad, a single change on the base W for Lightning Rod. Range reduced by 0.5, time between strikes increased from 0.8 to 0.9. Jaina baseline, Frostbite trait is a reworked level, like baseline. I don't know how many times we've seen Frostbite changed. I feel like it's been quite a few. So, deal ability damage to shield heroes upon reaching 12,000 damage. Unlock Improve Ice Block, which allows Jaina to become temporarily invulnerable. Mythic reward. Upon dealing 30,000 damage, Ice Block allows Jaina to move and cast while active. Interesting. Bro, just give us back. Just give us back the mercenary camp talent. What was it? Was it Dishonorable Discharge then too? I forget what I thought it had a different name. It was Wingman, right? Wingman. Give us back Wingman, dude. That was amazing. You know, you bribe enemy, or you bribe camps, and you increase your lightning rod damage. Hell yeah, dude. Jaina still. Level 7, Ice Lance. Cooldown reduction increased from 1.5 seconds to 2. Numbing Blast root duration reduced from 1 second to 0.75. And Winter Mute, Water Elemental cast range and damage bonus decreased from 50 to 40%. I still think Winter Mute is still really good. Kael'thas. We've got Convection. Increase reward damage and health from 150 damage and 50 health to 200 damage and 100 health. So 50 damage increase and a 50 health increase. We'll see if it makes more people take Convection. Kerrigan. Just a base ravage update. Enemies killed in a narrow proximity of Kerrigan provide stacks. Enemies killed in a narrow proximity of Kerrigan provide stacks. Minion kills grant 1 stack. Heroic kills grant 7 stacks. At 100 stacks, gain 75 ravage damage. And heroes now provide 14 stacks on a kill. At 250 stacks, gain 200. So they increase the amount of stacks you needed to hit these thresholds. But the Yes, because it went from 85 to 100 and from 150 to 250, but the damage is still 325 total. Kill window for receiving free ravage charge has been reduced from 1.5 seconds to 0.75 seconds. In a narrow proximity. Muradin, base, Q. Stormbolt, Perfect Storm, quest removed. New quest on the base. Base attack heroes affected by slows or stun. Slows provide 1 stack and stuns provide 2 stacks. At 50 stacks, Stormbolt pierces to hit an additional target, and Muradin's basic attack reduces the cooldown of Stormbolt by 0.5 seconds. Mythic reward at 200 stacks. Stormbolt range is increased by 50%. Its width is increased by 100 and now pierces all targets. Level 1 Dwarf Block. Block charges reduced from 4 to 3. Give him Axe at level 1. Move from level 7 to level 1. Sledgehammer level 4 no longer increases Stormbolt cooldown reduction. Now increases Stormbolt damage to non-heroes by 500%. I believe it... What, isn't it... Didn't it used to be like 350 or something? Huge. Perfect Storm level 7 new. If an enemy hit with Stormbolt dies within 3 seconds, reset the cooldown. This can only occur once per 10 seconds. It was 350, that's what I thought, yeah. That's it. Jump. Might see more Sledgehammer at level 4 on Battlefield. But you don't get the cooldown reduction, so maybe not? I don't know. Dwarf Launch at level 16. Range bonus reduced from 40 to 30%. New level 20, Mountain King. Thunderclap and Dwarf Toss have an extra charge. Rewind is removed. So this Mountain King is the new Rewind. Okay. Murky! Base. Murky now gains a 35% shield for 10 seconds upon reviving. Spawn Egg D. Egg now regenerates quickly instead of having a shield. Slime Q now applies its debuff to enemy structures. Now deals 50% damage to structures. You're just in time. I thought Mountain King was Avatar 20. I don't know. No, isn't it like Unstoppable Force or something like that? For Muradin's level 20? Blizzard, you broke the game! Blizzard! You broke the game! Let's try and reload here. Alright. I'll just relaunch. Maybe that'll... Yeah. Just turn it off and on again, and then we'll try other things. Back to Murky. So we do have... Let's finish out the base. Actually, hold on. This is going to boot quickly, isn't it? Pufferfish W, damage reduced by 20%. Detonation time reduced from 3 seconds to 2.75 seconds. New quest, kill slimed enemies or hit them with pufferfish. Provides 1 stack per minion, 5 stacks per hero or structure hit. At 200 stacks, basic abilities now deal full damage to structure. Mythic, at 400 stacks, Murky gains 50% health and increase in size. Egg hunts. There we go. There we go. So we fixed it. Yeah, so it's just... I'm just curious. I think you already confirmed it, but... Yeah, there's Mountain King, but yeah, Unstoppable Force. Still have Grand Slam, though. Alright. It all works. Blizzard didn't actually break the game. Level 1 Egg Hunt. Talent removed. Shell Game. New. Murky can now place 2 eggs, but randomly revives from one of them. Increase the cooldown of placing an egg to 30 seconds and goes on cooldown if either egg dies. Level 10 March the Murloc. Damage increased by 4%. Level 13 Eggshell. Rework. Murky gains a shield equal to 35% of his health upon placing an egg, or when one of his eggs dies. Fish Tank, healing reduced from 25% to 20%. Wrath of Cod reduces the amount of time needed to deal full damage over time from 5 seconds to 4 seconds. Big Kahuna Tuna removed. Faster Fish is a new... Pufferfish detonates 80% faster, so whatever 80%... I think we talked about this before. Whatever 80% of 2.75 seconds is... Making Inky, cooldown reduction reduced from 2 seconds to 1.5, and Never Ending Murlocs no longer deals reduced damage to structures. Mountain King just gives you 1 charge of each. Yeah, Mountain King just gives you 1 charge. So Thunderclap and Dwarf Toss gain a 2nd charge, and that took the place of Rewind. But so you don't have your Stormbolt reset. Is half a second, 0.55 seconds. Chat, you guys can do math. I'm not gonna check the math. What does Unstoppable Force do? While active, Avatar gains 20 armor and causes Muradin basic attacks to reduce the cooldown of Thunderclap and Dwarf Toss by 0.75 seconds. Sylvanas, level 4, Mercenary Queen, now causes Sylvanas base attacks to instantly apply 3 stacks of black arrows to mercs. Thrall, basic attack damage decreased from 173 to 167. Both towns give you more W and E? Yeah. Yeah, apparently. I guess one's a button reset and one's an auto cooldown, I guess, but no one takes Unstoppable Force. It's really not that... It's not that great. Yeah. Yeah, it's yeah. I'm not a big fan of Unstoppable Force. Thrall. Basic attack damage decreased from 173 to 167. Crash Lightning level 1 mythic reward damage bonus increased from 270 to 325. So 595, is that right? Because you have 270 plus 325, because there's the first reward, then the mythic reward. Echo of the Elements, mythic reward now also allows Chain Lightning to bounce back to the same target. Tyrande. Sentinel shots. What time is it? Oh, we're good. Mana cost increased from 55 to 50. Lunar Flare quest. Base. Hitting a hero with Lunar Flare increases its damage by 5% up to 250. After hitting 10 heroes, Lunar Flare range is increased by 30%. After hitting 20 heroes, Sentinel now pierces the first hero hit. Mythic reward, after hitting 45 heroes, Tyrande's basic attack occasionally trigger Lunar Flare. So they kind of took Lunar Blaze, put it in there. They kind of gave Ranger, but without the extra range increase on damage. And then they gave, isn't this Shooting Star level 20, basically? Now restores 25 mana per enemy hero hit. Mana cost increased from 65 to 60. Starfall. Mana cost increased from 85 to 75. Shadowstalk now mana cost increased from 85 to 75. Increased. So Ranger's still there. Ranger's still there, Kaimo. It's just that the piercing value is no longer part of it. It's just the literal Ranger range. The range of Ranger is the thing that's still there. So, and then to get Pierce, you need to hit 20 heroes with your Lunar Flare. After hitting 20 heroes, Sentinel now pierces the first target hit. So Ranger still has the range damage increase. Moonlit Arrows, cooldown reduction reduced from 0.75 to 0.5 seconds. Move from talent 7 to 1. True Shot Aura no longer passively increases Tyrande's attack damage. Now also applies to Tyrande upon activation. Loon's Gift, level 7. New, not bold. Grants 20% spell power for 10 seconds after hitting an enemy with Lunar Flare. And level 20, Commander of Sentinels. Sentinel now has an additional charge. Bug fixes! Alarak Deadly Charge. Fix an issue that caused Alarak's Deadly Charge to not be activated by clicking the left mouse button if it occupies a trait slot. Base for Ana, ADS, aim down sights, can now be toggled while affected by silencing effect. Jaina base Frost Bolt. Fix an issue causing Jaina Frostbolt to not have its model updated by Dreadlord Jaina or Lunar Jaina. Orphea Aligrissimo, level 4. Fix an issue that could cause Aligrissimo cooldown reduction to not be granted when hitting a hero with Shadow Waltz's End. Base Possession 1 for Sylvanas. Fix Possession not showing in quick cast menu settings. Fix Possession not being correctly affected by cooldown reduction affected granted by allies. And Tychus, level 10. Commandeer Odin. Fixed an issue that caused Tychus Odin to not display the cooldown of its thrusters ability. Well, there you go, everyone. We have a old skin added into the game. We have a bunch of new patch notes. We have a bunch of changes. Let me know in the comments below what you think is going to be the major shift or anything like that. Let me know if you hate the patch notes. Let me know if you love the patch notes. Leave a comment. If you're watching on YouTube, be sure to like and subscribe, grow the YouTube channel. And until next time, until we do more casting, commentary, all that good stuff, I'll see you all in the next. Bye-bye.